Ever wanted to write a fantasy rebellion where the destined hero is marginalized by the very people they are sworn to protect? Today, we are looking at how to break traditional fantasy molds. We are going to construct a realistic, oppressive government and build a character archetype we call the Marginalized Chosen One. To follow along with this tutorial, you only need 3 things: a basic concept for your hero, an idea for your magic system, and a blank document to build your outline in real time. Connecting real, historical human struggles to grand fantasy archetypes forces a protagonist to confront the reality of their survival alongside their cosmic destiny, setting the stage for specific conflicts before a single spell is ever cast. Step 1 is mapping out your top-down oppression. We use a method called top-down world building to translate real-world systemic issues directly into the politics of your secondary world. Start at the top of the quill and steel hierarchy pyramid. Establish an oppressive political law at the highest level of government. Watch how this single law trickles down to everyday citizens. At the wide base, it splinters into 3 distinct cultural prejudices. If you look at the real-world history of Miami, for example, you can track how systemic racism and homophobia were codified by local government and how that bled into the daily culture. Use that kind of historical blueprint for your prejudices. Avoid making your oppressive regime villainous just for the sake of being evil. If the systemic struggles mirror actual history, the discrimination feels grounded and complex. When a top-level government policy makes your protagonist's daily routine inherently dangerous, you prove that systemic oppression is far more threatening to their survival than a generic villain waiting in a tower. Now that we have the world, step 2 is profiling the marginalized chosen one. Start by defining your hero's cosmic role, or their destiny. This Venn diagram shows the classic chosen one on the left and the outsider on the right. In the overlap, you define the hero's psychological drive based directly on their marginalized status. Let's look at the character sheet for Drake Taylor from the Annals of an Angel as a case study. On the left side, his cosmic destiny is massive. He is the reincarnated archangel Adonael, the literal creator of the universe. On the right side, his psychological drive completely contrasts that immense power. As a Black, gay man living in Miami, he faces intense prejudice, and his deepest motivation is simply a desperate need to find belonging. A hero who acts solely on destiny follows a pre-written path, but when that hero is driven by a need to prove their worth to a society that rejects them, their choices carry a personal weight that a prophecy alone cannot provide. Grounding your hero in real human struggles ensures their internal motivation to survive everyday prejudice feels exactly as urgent as their brand quest to save the world. Step 3 addresses power scaling. If your character possesses planetary or universal attack potency, you run into an immediate narrative problem. They can easily crush any physical threat. Look at this balance scale. Write down a scenario where using god-tier magic actually punishes the hero socially or legally. This systemic powerlessness creates societal code switching, forcing your hero to suppress their true strength just to exist within the oppressive environment. If your hero can simply punch out of prejudice, narrative tension evaporates. The massive power has to be violently contained to preserve the stakes. By legally or socially limiting these god-tier abilities in public spaces, you add a secondary layer of psychological stress for the character. They have the power to fix things, but they are forbidden to use it. When casting a spell creates far more societal danger than it resolves, your world building successfully traps even the most universally powerful protagonist. Take a look at the document you just built. You should now have a 3-part outline: a top-down oppressive society, a deeply motivated marginalized hero, and a highly restrictive power scaling rule. Completing this framework gives you a structural foundation where the world is more than a backdrop. It's a functioning system that actively resists your protagonist. Apply this outline to your first novel chapter or your next tabletop RPG campaign. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know how you are incorporating diverse perspectives into your own magic systems. If you found this tutorial helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to Still Unbroken, and ring the bell so you never miss a breakdown. Keep writing, keep building, and stay